Alright, everything's set, and apologies for the major delay. And I'm like usually about 3 to 4 hours done late there, but I'm very sorry. But anyway, thank you for coming back to my Taco Corner. I'm Kenshin Asakura, and looks like we're gonna do more of Final Fantasy 14 with the story. And we left off here on what's it called again? The Mare, of course, Mare Lamentorum, but Beastway Burrows with the various naming ways. Over there, this is camping way. We're here at Aetherite with all the Loprits, and this is gonna be our ship, the Traverse the Sea. And you notice some changes here, like I changed the barding of my Chocobo, because it's apt. Also on the top left, and I added a low follower goal on hopefully by the end of the year and so forth. My goal is to reach 50 followers. Hope to see that change very soon. And of course, I have my new minion, Porum. If I have both Palom and Porum, they do interact with each other. Just brace yourselves. And last but not least, I got all the Aetherites here in Mare Lamentorum. All of them. Yay! I just need to do the quest and everything. But first and foremost, I can't fly yet with the Cruise Chaser. Hold on. I got some. I put some lotion on my hands because it was just starting to get dry. It's that time of the year. And my controller is now very, very slippery. But anyway, back in the matter at hand. Slowly go back to. I believe his name is. I believe his or her name is Living Way. Come on, let's go, Cruise Chaser. And also, last time I believe I mistakenly thanked Soken for this. I'm pretty sure they got back Nobuo Oimatsu to help with this. Even though it's mostly the same thing, it's the Final Fantasy 14 take on it. So I'm very glad for that, and I'm also pretty sure he was here to help with a little bit of Heaven's Sword, and of course for and for Stormblood with the scapes. And there's Mapping Way and Living Way. Anyway, so let's head down to it. Living Way, tell us. Alright, I got my my water ready too as well. Right then, now that you're here, we need to teach you all what we can about. You need to teach us all you can about your people, and quickly. It won't be long before the final days is upon us, and in all their terrible grandeur. So it's imperative that we prepare to receive passengers to be. If there's anything at all that may displease them, it must be addressed post haste. And address it as we shall. Here at Beastway Burrows, we have assembled everything required to offer our guests the best way forward. Ahem. We have produced myriad amenities and understand to be essential to daily living. I wish to hear your opinions on them. I'm sure you all worked up quite an appetite, so why don't we start with foodstuffs? Meet me at the caratorium. We'll see about filling your bellies. She does not want for enthusiasm. The notion of Aetherius rotting to its core being a matter of course is rather concerning, though. Nevertheless, let's take this opportunity to learn more of the Loporrits and this vessel. And last, one of the things I also don't like from from our trial with the quote-unquote Zodiarch, we weren't able to fully satisfy ourselves by slapping Van Daniel in the face. And yeah, as you see, I did explore myself a little bit already over here. Whee! Ow. Nothing way. So once we get into battle, you love the another surprise down here. Ooh. Hopping way. Yawning way. All the ways. Do you know the way? Don't tell me they're all filled with carrots. Only carrots. Here, good example. Let's just go into this battle. Listen to the music. Listen to the music. Oh, that's just awesome. It's a Final Fantasy 4 battle music. No, you don't. Da 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 da. That is so awesome. Oh my god, they're all just carrots. Yeah, they're all just carrots. Living Way, we don't eat only carrots like you do. Hast thou spied the peculiar sentinels patrolling the vicinity? Approach them with caution, or better yet, not at all, for they make no distinction between friend or foe. Given their earlier confusion regarding our size, I cannot help but wonder if they even know the first thing about us. Am I the only one who suspects we're not going to find anything edible whatsoever? Cooking way! You're a lot smarter than I expected, but I trust you still have a large appetite, yes? Welcome to the Caratorium, where we create prototypes of the various sundries required by our soon-to-be passengers. Allow me to introduce the head of foodstuff production. Cooking way! Cooking way, pleasure to meet you all. Our work has involved no small amount of trial and error, but after many cycles of basic labor, I dare say we have created the finest cuisine our guests could ask for. I learned all about the essential nutrients for a healthy and balanced diet for the reference materials we received, while I practically warned the words for those invaluable pages. Naturally, we also considered ease of growth and production. We will not want for ingredients. I must insist you try some. We have fresh stock recently prepared on account of, well, because we just woke up, and we're all quite famished. Hop along the platforms, and you will find storage unit full with bursting with delectable delights. Help yourself to anything you like. Another theory I had, though, is it goes along with my theory with Charlian and how they're preparing for the final days, and that they've been in contact with the Loprits every now and then. Yeah, these stairs are meant for Amaratians. Pardon me. Blasting way. Damn it! I knew it. It's all carrots. Oh. You open the storage, find a rainbow color somewhere to carrots. Let's go with the vibrant yellow carrot. While it has no particular smell to speak of, the yellow variant is unusually light and springy. These qualities, together with excessive length and girth, would lead anyone to question whether it's indeed a carrot. No. Let's try the pure-looking blue carrot. The blue variety is strangely supple to touch and smells vaguely of mint. Especially length and girth only adds to the dubious of the so-called carrot. Let's try the red one. Soft texture and reddened aroma of crimson creation belly, its treasuring weight, its length and girth only compound the mystery, leaving you perplexed. Nature of this carrot. Yeah, let's try it out. Nom 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 nom. I think I thought you select to simply take an obsessively large carrot for now. Due to its bizarre qualities, it would be prudent to ask Cooking Away whether it's safe to eat first. So all these just filled with carrots. Only carrots. I'm back. Sorry about that. It's like, even if the Watcher was their only if the Watcher was their only contact, I'm pretty sure Amaratians ate more than just carrots. Cooking away at this carrot. So, did any of the selections set your mouth of watering? That's seemingly a large carrot. Oh yes, a fine choice. One of my personal favorites, actually. Please dig in. I'm here to hear what you think. Eat the seemingly large carrot? With great repetition, you take a bite out of the carrot. The carrot's oddly tender, but as you begin to chew, rich aroma fills your nostrils. A newfound vigor begins to swell in you. The rumbling of your stomach, however suggests it may simply be indigestion. Iron carrot. What? Huh, okay. What do you think? Unlike anything you ever tasted, yes? The iron carrot can be difficult to digest, but the boost to endurance it promises makes it a perfect meal before a day of heavy lifting. We have plenty of other varieties too. Bleeding carrots to improve blood flow, dream carrots to help with sleep. As you can see, we have a carrot for every occasion. These carrots are extraordinary. Then why do you seem so disappointed? If they're lacking somehow, we need to know. I take it you had. I think you too had a wide sort of carrots to choose from, the not else. If I may ask, what exactly did these collaborators share with you about cuisine on Ethereus? Surely you are aware we have an abundance of dishes and foods you could emulate. Of course we are, but well, it was only quite recently that we established contact. Even holding a conversation was a struggle at first, so I imagine our surprise when they sent a mountain of books and documents with no clear instructions. The sheer amount of information was overwhelming if it wasn't for the encyclopedia I found, and we found we would have been at a loss as to where to begin. And so we decided rather than divide our resources to prepare a variety of middling and potentially unsatisfying meals, it would be more efficient to devote our efforts to possession of a single perfect food. That's all well and good, but man cannot live on raw carrots alone. Have you considered cooking them? You mean steaming, boiling, roasting, and the like? I suppose we could prepare the carrots in other ways, but our primary concern was efficiency, and what's more efficient than sticking your teeth into a carrot fresh for production? A rather strange approach to take for one named Cooking Way, isn't it? Well, technically speaking, Cooking Way isn't my given name. When first created, we were all named in an old tongue, that otherwise impenetrable parlance the watcher speaks. After receiving a great tome of words, a dictionary that is, from our collaborators, we learned your language, adverbs, gerunds, present continuous verb conjugations, just the basics. Then we found terms related to our given task and used them to form our new names. Aren't they helpful? Oh, that's clever. That's clever, giving them that. And I'm starting to think the clever is what is Charlian. I mean, who else just dump a bunch of books on them? No, not really, but it does explain a great deal. Wherefore does that kind deem such a change necessary? When the rest of your people arrive, we want to be certain they understand immediately what each of us does. You'll never be able to pronounce our original names anyway. I see. I hope our critiques, such as they are, were helpful to you. Though, if you should decide to preserve flora and fauna from Ethereus as well, you should be able to offer the passengers a more balanced diet. If there was such a day, one I pray comes sooner than later, it would appear there is naught but carrots on the menu. I mean, you're not wrong. Efficiency, just go up there if you're hungry. Oh, ooh, yeah, carrots. I mean, again, they're not wrong. It's not apt, but they're not wrong. Ooh. I think we had our fill of cats for now. Let's move on to other necessities, shall we? Our clothing production is sure to impress. This way! Oh, down there. Okay. I was just too preoccupied with finding the threads. I think this is a direct rip rather than a remix. Don't mind me. Don't mind me, damn it. Do you suppose the clothes they prepared will be grossly oversized as the carrots? Garments born of the heavens, crafted with methods ancient and forgotten, dress befitting we who walk in the shades, stewards of the esoteric? Oh, Oriandra, you have high hopes. It's hardly sun-soaked tapestries, but perhaps we'll be pleasantly surprised. Here we are, the apparel production station. We've chosen to employ more traditional methods for this task, creation magics. Heidelin, in her infinite wisdom, blessed us with the self-same affinity for magic her people possessed. We have other amazing talents, of course, and I know you're dying to hear about them, but I will regale you with the details another time. That said, we did run into a spot of trouble at first. Our magic alone was not sufficient to see our work done. In the end, we discovered crystallized aether was a powerful catalyst that could provide us with extra viz when we needed. My, how resourceful. Ah, the sweet sound of recognition. You will also be impressed to hear we read all about your habit of changing attire to match your chosen profession, for sake of efficiency, I presume. This has also been taken into account with our designs. But why take my word for it? Then we can simply try on our clothes. Make yourselves known to the workers, and they all will see the rest. I feel like it's all gotta be the same damn thing. Up there, need to find the stairs. The obscenely large stairs. Ah, it's you, one of the visitors from Aetheris. Goodness me, Mapping Way wasn't kidding. You really are smaller than the Watcher. Alright, you're here to try out clothes, yes? What would you have me fashion you today? Something simple yet functional, fashionable yet refined. Something simple yet functional. Simple yet functional. Right. This will only take a moment. It's gonna be the same clothing that they're wearing, aren't they? Oh. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. There we are, all finished. A perfect fit, if I do say so myself. Nothing too billowy or frilly, as you can see, also light and durable. Sure to serve you well wherever your travels might take you. Again, you're not wrong. But look at that, speechless. Here I thought you may not like it. As you mind to try something else when I speak with my fellow artisans. I'm sure they'll be happy to oblige. Must continue wearing this garment in order to progress, Yay. Firmly grasp it. No? Oh, fine. Jubilant Loprit. Hi. Ah, no one said you'd be coming. How can I help you? You wish to try my clothes, really? Of course, and I'll be honored. Do you have anything in mind? Those with altogether different design. Okay, I think with a little, flair. I think I can handle that. Let's see. That should do. It's gonna be the same thing, but different color, isn't it? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Some of my best work yet. Times and tastes truly have changed. I used to be so rare for anyone to request clothing with focus on form over function. Thankfully, I spared concept for robes made using different fabric. I think it looks rather fetching. I was worried how the concept will turn out to be when put to the proof, but it looks stunning on you. Won't you go and show Living Way? I'm sure that she's eager to see what we come up with. Uh-huh. Yes. Uh-huh. Thank you. Thank you very much. What's the whole point of this on my arms? Why? Living Way, I'm wearing the clothes. If this is what we have so far, we're doomed. Just carrots and robes. My, don't you look splendid? There wasn't much trial and error, but I know quality work when I see it. Shh, you need speak. I can see your adoration for the moon and we lovers in your eyes. No doubt your friends feel the same. Have sampled our creations. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Sorry that kept you waiting. They insisted we sample all their concepts, but we returned. Verily, this is an ensemble most becoming. Oh yeah, Joe, you're liking this too much. I think it's past time we return these clothes. I was so confident our garments would meet you with your approval. What are we doing wrong? The Watcher taught us that, and this time everyone wore the same robes. In his time, everyone wore the same robes. To do otherwise was against social etiquette. We thought we could appeal to modern taste by tailoring the robes to specific professions, but please, you mustn't be so hard on yourself. Should we resort to evacuating the people of Theris? They will not certainly have the. They most certainly have. They will have certainly need of your attire. 'Tis clear you spread no effort in addressing our needs, but you must understand that we're not quite so homogeneous. Speaking for myself, what I wear now bears suits my taste, even if it is of inferior make. But there are others whose choices may be influenced by traditions or personal experience. Rather than make assumptions for the whole, you must consider the individual and their potential preferences. I fear we've underestimated the complexity and diversity of your people. Even if we memorize every tome we receive, I doubt we have fared much better. Maybe we're doing you a disservice trying to shower you with all the baubles and frippery, thinking it was for your benefit, but we bear off on your own. There are some who might agree, people who prefer to keep others at arm's length, even when they know they shouldn't. As one such former fool, I would like to ask you a question. This plan to evacuate and escape the final days, did it account for the reflections of the source as well? Not that I'm aware of. We were born of Heineland's love for Aetherius and the salvation of the people of the star, and the star alone has ever been our aim. Surely it's better to devote ourselves to saving one world than to divide our efforts across 14 and risk failing them all. I suppose you're right. Living Way, might we leave to explore Beastway Burrows unattended? You have given us much to think about. Why, certainly. Until later, then. If I may, I should like to accompany thee a while longer. Really? I mean, you're more than welcome to. There's actually something I wish to speak with you about. Let's be off then, shall we? Hmm. Now, what are you doing here, you little cute little loprit? My apologies, I wasn't trying to spy or anything. Everyone's talking about the visitors come from Aetherius, and I wanted to see what all the fuss is about. I was excited at first, but now I'm worried. When people of Aetherius refuse to come, what if we can't save them? It's clear we've made a mess of things. Oh, but wait, you still haven't visited the double cells. Once you see them, you'll understand how wonderful the moon truly is. I'm sure of it. I'll be waiting for you at the teleporter near the entrance. Oh, my name is Growing Way, by the way. See you soon. Bye, Growing Way. Okay. No. Let's go there. The lazy way. Don't stop, we lock down. What we found. You can't find paradise. Hi, Greg Way. You're here. You're really here. Thank you very so much. Sorry. What should I call you? Kitchen, Crucky. Even your names are amazing. Well, we'll be using teleport to enter the residential area. Whenever you're ready. Yes. And it's gonna be like this is gonna be tall buildings like Amarat.
Ready in the teleporter.
Oh god, you're a guy. Why didn't it work?
Huh? Access to living quarters restricted due to reconstruction. Then where is it? Oh no!
What? Where am I?
A private audience, as thou didst request, for reasons I know not.
Oh. Plot convenience.
Just a precaution. I grant I didn't have to ask the question at all, but I take my responsibilities very, very seriously. Do you and your friends, by any chance, find our accommodation wanting? Be honest, brutally even.
It would be ungracious of me to belittle the efforts of thee and thine.
Lovely sentiment, really, but the disappointment is writ plain on your comrades' faces. It's all the more frustrating since no one will come out and say what they find wanting.
We want to make right.
If there are faults in our work, we need to know. We will do better. But time is not on our side. The final days will wait for no one. If your people are to be saved
Uh-huh.
Our collaborators on Etheris are doing what they can to prepare for the voyage. Would you be willing to go and lend them a hand?
I knew it. Calling it now. Charlian. It's gotta be the fucking forum. The fucking douchebag forum. How?
Having seen the moon for yourself, you could speak to its many splendors, learn what else they might require, and assuage whatever concerns they have.
Wherefore wouldst thou entrust me with such a task?
How to put it? You're the only one who appears not to be wholly unsatisfied with our work. Oh, quite good at pretending that's the case, at least. Calm, collected, tactful to a fault. Very particular with your words, too.
Indeed.
You understand that, in the face of great danger, one cannot pursue perfection at the expense of practicality. The difficult choices must always be made for the greater good.
Water. Stay hydrated, everyone. Hell hydrate.
And so fate doth conspire to set my feet upon this path once more.
Come again?
Just like with Graha.
Idle musings. 'Tis no trifle, thou dost ask. Yet full well do I understand the urgency and necessity.
Oh, dear me! Dear me! I was terribly sorry for the mix-up. It's a bit of a malfunction. I hadn't realized the residential quarters were inaccessible, you see. We're filling one piece. So, all's well that ends well, yeah? Won't happen again. I promise.
Oh, they didn't hear you. Gosh, that was embarrassing. I promise to be more careful from now on. Since the register floors are closed for now, I rerouted the teleport to help travel between floors instead. Hopefully it proves useful in the meantime. Yes it does. I shame you couldn't see it though. You really would have liked it. Do. Thank you. I wish I knew that beforehand. Traveling up and down those rampways was murder. Take this. It may not seem like it, but we've been planning for this far longer than I care to admit. Each time we woke up, we have long discussions about how to save as many as we can. Maybe as we can. Felt like everyone had an opinion on this, on that. But the one thing we all agreed upon was that people of Etheris wouldn't take action to save themselves until it was far too late. That's why we're striving to make the moon vibrant, magical place they hop to a chance to visit, rather than waiting for the flames of oblivion to get them off their tails and force them to accept our invitation. But the research quarters may not be up to necessary standards just yet, but there are plenty of other places worth seeing. You already had to look around the Curatorium, but wait until you see what's waiting for you at the east end of the borough. Follow me! Do. Oh. Questing! Yeah! Alright, there's 2. Uh-huh. The hell? Oh. Tower of Babel. No. Nothing up there. Just mostly here. Yeah, then good. 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 Cool. 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 All's veil that ends veil. And so by looking at these menu, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it'll be 4 in total plus 1 story. Growing way. Good, you're here. Though this door is the Great Ends Veil. It was named as such because of the veil to end all veils, the most beautiful forest you'll ever see. We understand the people of Ethereus enjoy taking leisurely walks through natural spaces and the like, so I'm sure you'll enjoy it. How about we start with a nice stroll out to the fountain? This way. Wait, is this what this is? Reading way, grinding way. Oh my god, this is supposed to be a forest. Seriously? Oh yes, leisurely walks on tiling instead of grass, and tubes and lights instead of trees. They're trying though. They're trying. I gotta give these Loporrits credit because they actually are trying. I mean, at least the fountain's nice. Water ether. So what do you think of the forest? Is it possibly pleasant? Simply sublime. Else? Since as stretches as burying your face in turquoise plumage and taking a good long whiff. That's what you wait. I don't see any. Wait. You don't mean those crystals? Out there are. Right, you are. Our forest is made of crystals and constructs, dotting the landscape as far as the eyes can see. Building this place was a challenge, let me tell you. Since we were born here, we had never seen trees in person before, let alone a forest. The information sent by our collaborators was quite enlightening, but after much deliberation, we decided to use crystalline constructs in place of the living trees. Thanks to our atmospheric circulation, the place produces air as clean as you can find in the forest of Ethereus. The fountain behind us here is powered by a rather large crystal. Adorning its top plays a vital role in supplying us with fresh water. Much time and effort was spent making it most spherical of spheres, and dare say the unparalleled roundness speaks for itself. Oh yeah, I gotta give credit for it. I had to give credit for it. This is like the most spherical sphere of all spheres. I enjoy nothing more than a nice long stretch and spot of relaxation when it comes to here. Looks like you could use a stretch yourself. Smash. But it didn't work? Oh, fine. That's the spirit. I feel more relaxed simply watching you. Say it worth than many tears spent building this place. If it's not much to ask, it's always been a dream of mine to take a walk through the forest with someone for this. Can we maybe? Oh, okay. Let's walk then. Through this crystalline forest. I gotta say, for its own right, it is actually really pretty. Hold on. There we go. Walking with Growing Way. I was thinking that I could be more helpful you by teaching you the laws of the moon. And what is it we do? When we were first created, the moon's sole purpose was to hold Zodiac, and there was absolutely nothing to be found here. Eventually, Heidelin gave us our first task, furnish the moon with propulsion systems capable of facilitating travel to other stars. It sounds impressive, and I suppose in some respects it is, but it was only possible thanks to all the knowledge Heidelin shared with us. We also had a lot of time to get it done, 6,000 years, give or take. But anyway, let's keep going. This may come as a surprise, but we didn't begin building the habitable areas until after the propulsion system were ready. Considering how long it took, I wish we started sooner. Who would have thought we need the 4,000 years to make all of this? It certainly wasn't work you dare rush either. We had to create infrastructure and countless supporting systems, some of which wouldn't be operational until hundreds of years later. And then there was a brief period where our productivity came to a screeching halt when that bizarre red satellite was sent up from a theorist, the Argus Mischief, I think? Dalamud. That was Dalamud. We thought maybe something new. The nefarious actor was colluding with Zodiac. All we do was stand by and brace ourselves for the worst. I can't tell you how relieved we were. We were hiding in front of us of its destruction. Oh yes, there was much joy coming that day. Say, do you notice anything particular about the treetops? I mean, apart from the fact that they're massive crystals and not trees. I'll give you a hint. The golden rings emanating from the glowing spheres. Along with the device fixed in the inner ceiling, they fulfill a role similar to our sun. And do so better even. The sun and similar celestial objects in the great expanse radiate energy that is harmful to your bodies. These rings shield you from the energy while allowing you to bathe in the perfect amount of sunlight, or rather, a close approximation of it. Pretty impressive, wouldn't you say? Oh, and if you look closely, you will see different types of trees have ever so slightly different curvature. Yes, indeed, this forest truly is the greatest. Yeah, well, I was walking through here like on off stream, trying to get all the Aether currents. I was wondering what this place was. Instead of growing trees, he just built it. There's something else I wanted to tell you about. Oh right, the propulsion system the habitat facilitates were completed around 2,000 years ago, and with that, the most important features were fit for purpose, which was all well and good, except we still knew absolutely nothing about the present-day people of Aetheris. Why not go and visit Aetheris yourself? You might ask. Strictly forbidden. Where our technology or knowledge of the moon's true purpose exploited for evil ends, the result could be disastrous. Then there were a few more rejoinings, and it became increasingly difficult to converse with Heidelin. Fearful we might lose the ability to communicate with her altogether, we beseeched her to find people out of Aetheris we could trust to help. We were quite fortunate everything worked out as it did. And that happened 2,000 years ago with Charlian. With the exception of routine inspections and maintenance, we remained asleep and waited. Hopefully Heidelin would find someone who would help us. Eventually she did, and though her power was waning, we were able to speak with them directly for a short while. We shared with them everything we could, including our knowledge of the heavens and means to travel here to the moon. They certainly didn't waste any time with what we taught them. No more than a few years after that, our collaborators found a means to convey messages and supplies to us from down below. With all the letters, books, and other resources they sent, we learned enough to start making more meaningful changes to the moon. And now you're here. Hopefully enjoy yourself as much as I am. I know you like the greatest Envil. I knew it. Thank you again for coming by here. By the way, I know it was just a walk through the forest, but it was a lot. It was a lot to me. There you are. I take it you already received a grand tour. A shame we missed it. Grindway, I've been looking all over for you. Oh, is this about the teleporter of the residential area? No, never mind that. We have more pressing matters at hand. I will be calling an emergency meeting shortly, and your attendance is required. Really? I can't imagine why you need me there, but if you insist, we won't be away long. So, you're more than welcome to continue the looking at the burrow. Now, come along, Growingway. Water. I'll hydrate. Before we arrived, you seemed to be in the midst of a rousing conversation with your guide. Did you learn anything of import? They've spent 12,000 years preparing for this. With the appointed hour fast approaching, I can certainly understand their restlessness, but still. It remains to be seen if the people can be persuaded to evacuate when there are yet no signs of the final days. What's more, the technology of this place defies imagination. I doubt there are many who would readily come to terms with living in such surroundings. Where these collaborators are, unless they are possessed of the world's most charming personalities or means to forcibly evacuate people, they will meet with a great deal of resistance. Indeed, even if faced with annihilation, the decision to forsake all one knows cannot be made lightly. Forgive me, friends, but I must beg your leave. There is another matter which you begs for mine attention. Of course, we can accompany you if you like. Nay, that will not be necessary, if you will excuse me. Oriander, not again. This is like, what, the third time now? First with Minfilia, second with Grahatia, and now this. Huh, what are you supposed to use his side to tickle his fancy? Tis clear now that difficult decisions lie ahead of us. Preparation for the evacuation of Theris is indeed crucial, but I am not yet willing to forsake our old world and its reflections, and I trust I am now alone in my reticence. Oh, hello. Did Oranger seem strange to you? More so than usual, I mean. I know he has a penchant for keeping his own counsel, but I'll be lying if I said I wasn't worried. Would you go and see if he's alright? Joel and I remain here and see what we can learn about the final days. If you hurry, perhaps you can catch up to him. No. 70 gil's alright. 400 gil's alright. 1,000 gil? No. Or just seems to be appearing and head towards the beast, entrance to Beastway Burrows. Ooh, I can take the teleporter. Let me use the teleporter, please. I want to use the teleporter, please. May I use the teleporter? Is that it? Yes, it's on your side. Camping way! There you are, Mr. Teleporter. Yes. Wait a minute, what? Oh no, why is it... Why is there a teleporter on that end? No, fine. Fine. I'm good. Let's go, T-Rex. We can't fly yet, but I wonder, wait. Nope. Just two over here, that's it. Hmm. Argos is still there. Yay! Ventures off into Mare Lamentorum for reasons unknown. You must tread carefully, else he might sense your presence. Another stealth mission. Alright then, stealth it is. Stealth. 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 Da 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 da. Well, we're on your turn. Nope, you don't see me. You don't see me. You don't see me. That's right, run. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, you don't. Rock, 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 rock. Woo! Duty complete.
Thine arrival is timely as ever. allowed its chance to overhear my conversation with Living Way, I presume? 'Twas not mine intent to move in shadow. Nevertheless, I have been asked to do that and more yet again. Is it so plain that these strangers could intuit it at a glance? My capacity for silence and secrecy and duplicity? When Grahatir did contrive to deliver the first at the price of his own life, I was complicit in the scheme. A sacrifice averted for a mercy. Would that I could say the same for Menphilia. One life for one world. And by that bloody bargain brokered by my hand were the scions robbed of a dear comrade and Flamine, her beloved daughter.
Yeah. But without her, the first would have been lost.
Two souls, whose selflessness was beyond measure, whose resolve was unshakable. They would not be moved even had I thought to protest. But protest I did not. Far from it. I pushed them forward. No effort did I make to seek out alternatives, ones that would not demand such terrible costs. That resignation weigheth heavy on my mind, as does the memory of another lost to mine inaction. Dearest Moonbringer, who did face death unflinching, that we might secure a means to bring low the Ascians.
Aw, Moonbrita.
In her hour of need, I did naught. Beautiful disciple of Louis I, ever looking to the greater good. Had I shut mine eyes and bid her live instead, mayhap she would be with us today. Selfish wants born of everlasting regrets. Most days I put them from my mind, but could think of naught else when asked to swallow the same bitter draught. Subterfuge and sacrifice. Mayhap the right moral choice, but one I regard with great trepidation.
If you're noticing in the background, though, I had to buy a tarp from Home Depot because of the leak.
Tragedy beyond reckoning, one which must never again come to pass. Thus must we struggle, haunted by ghosts of those we have lost, clinging to those we pray we can yet save. But what of those we cannot?
We fight for those that we can save. For the lives that we saved, and for those that are yet to be saved. I butchered that line.
Peace with the dreadful algebra of necessity.
No right answer. Have faith in yourself in your decision. Take heart, protect those who can. With that, we had time to weigh the cost. Yeah, sometimes there is no right answer.
I am not alone in my discomfort, then. It is surprising, though perhaps not. We scions are wont to debate strategy at length, but are resolute and unwavering in execution. Strange. Scarcely can I remember when last we spoke alone, and so candidly.
That is true.
I thank thee. For all my supposed skill with words, I find it difficult to express such private thoughts. As for the Loporrit's proposition, I will take time and consider how to respond. It would be to our mutual benefit if we could converse more openly with our aspiring caretakers. A concern I should be glad to address on the Scion's behalf. To dispense with all pretense and bare one's heart to another is a frightening thing indeed. But we cannot move forward ere we take that bold first step. A lesson I have learned many times before. And today.
Yeah, a lot of stuff you were holding back, Orianger. It's always good to actually share in that weight.
What are they saying? Curse these ears! I've had bugger all!
Big ears, but they can't hear anything. That's so adorable.
No matter. We've got our plans.
Oh, they're so adorable. In truth, my reason for traveling hither was to effect a plan of my own, a plan of which may pave way forward for us all. May, I say, for there is no guarantee of success. 'Tis the reason I set out alone. That failure, should it come, would be mine to bear alone. Yet thou standest before me with a profound hand and open heart. 'Twould be remiss for me to refuse thy amity, and so I ask, wouldst thou join in my endeavor? Do you even have to ask, man? Yeah, hell yeah. I thank thee for accompanying me. 'Tis a simple plan. In truth, we shall not be long way from Beastway Burrow. Difficult decisions must needs be made in the coming days, but I nevertheless believe we're all one mind in our desire to save the people of Aetheris. To make clear our resolve to the Lapras, I will offer them a gift, but its making doth require a most singular ingredient. What gift should this be? Nom. An abundance of sponge goi. Excellent. I tried to spy this aggregation when crossing Zodiac's erstwhile prison. Using a spell taught to me by the new Mo, I believe these shall suffice for the gift I would fashion. The magic requires considerable concentration, however. Might I prevail upon the stand watch whilst I perform the incantation? Alright, fine. Daphnia. Ah! No! Alright, Jay, you done yet? Surrounding the nearby area, you see no signs of potential threats. This would be a good opportunity to see how your ranger is faring. See how that does work. Ooh, it's cold. There, 'tis done. A magic ink, every ounce as efficacious as crafted by the Numo. Rare in the occasion, I will conjure mine own, but nevertheless a most useful skill. The resulting product is, admittedly, possessed of no preternatural properties, but its hue is one of mine own choosing, which I pray the Loprits will appreciate. Rachel, oh thank goodness, I thought you had been eaten, or had perhaps fallen into a crater. Ishura has been looking all over for you. She says she needs to speak with you about something about most urgent, dire even. She was so quite clear that she wishes to speak with you alone, which means I'm afraid you must stay behind, Oriancher. But worry not. It just so happens that we need your help with an errand, delivering a package from the Watcher's Palace to Beastway's burrow. It's quite large and heavy, perhaps even too heavy for we poor Loprits, and we would be ever so grateful if you could lend us a hand. I want an extra pair of hands before I go and meet with Y'shtola. I mean, it's heavy, right? No, that would be necessary. It sounds more than sufficient. I'm sure you don't want to risk getting on Y'shtola's bad side for keeping you waiting. She is prickly now. Now off with you. Worry not, I shan't be long. This is too suspicious. Okay, Y'shtola, what did you want? All the way over there. Fine. No! No. Don't waste. Don't waste a ticket on that. Okay, I left the other two. No, I didn't. Jesus, like 1,200 years, or was it 12,000? That making this. Creation magics. Moping way. Growing way. Back so soon? Is that right we originated? That's a relief. Y'shtola, what do you want? Oh, we thought you would be away for longer. A dire emergency? I said no such thing. But as you're here, I could use your assistance with one small matter. Running Way, a companion of Growing Ways, apparently had much to tell us on the final days. The problem, however, is that he is determined to live up to his name, refusing to stay still long enough for us to hold a conversation. Is there anywhere he'd like to stop and rest, or perhaps there's a way to slow him down? What's the rush? I was thinking we should wait here, maybe enjoy a cold mug of carrot juice, and... No? Well, if it's really that important, you can try using these balls of mouse flesh, not to be confused with the other thing. Running Away's most notable feature is his insistent chatter, so you'll have no trouble finding him in the crowd, and when you do, try lobbing your balls at him. Phrasing. Crude, but if it proves effective, he was here in Grace Edville when last we saw him. Let's go up and find him. Great. Distraction. A distraction. Great. Why are the cute ones in this game so evil? First the Lalafels, now the Loprits. Lalafels are... The Loprits are Lalafell Vieras. Hmm. 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 There you are. Oh, that's smart. That's what meant to be joking isn't funny. Oh, moose ball, not mouse ball. Oh, yes, I'm running away. Do you mind explaining to me why you hit me in the face with your balls of moose flesh? I'm highly knowledgeable about the final days. Ha! That's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard since I woke up. Who told you that joke? As I never got time to look into the final days when there's so much to do before the great voyage. True that Hagman did impart us with some knowledge of the event, but I know as much about the as any operator around here. That's probably. I don't know why anyone would think it's funny to go around telling people I'm an expert, but they better find hope I don't regret the pause on them. Sorry I couldn't be any more help, but there's anything else, I got work to do. And I'm off! Running away! Bastards. And I'm off! I'm running away! Ah, distraction. Oh, you come? I mean, well done, you. Any luck? I tried the address, but there's no sign of him. I could find neither hide nor hair of him. How did you fare? So he knows no more than the others. Can't explain yourself growing way? Well, you see, I misremembered. Yes, that's misremembered. Terrible sorry about that. I'm afraid I'm drawing a blank though. Translate, I can't remember who I was thinking of. On a related note, what of Orianger? I assume you spoke with him earlier, but do you say when he'll be returning? On his way to the Watcher's Palace with Living Way. Between growing my sudden lapse of memory and our lack of other ladies, maybe our time we better spent lending Oranger a hand. What? No, now hold on a moment. It's all coming back to me. Yes, I remember. The information I'm looking for is in archives. Yes, that's where you'll find all sorts of useful knowledge, including what pertains to the final days. Growing way, why are you hiding? Woohoo. Full set? Except for the headgear. Pretty much full set. Not bad. Ooh, Ether Current. Wait, does that mean? Yes! All four! Visioning with nervous energy, but it's different or worry. Oh, what to do, what to do. I promised Living Way I wouldn't help, but... No, I promise I'd help, so that's what I'll do. The archives are on the second floor of the main plaza, the eastern wing. Follow me. I expect the Lepers are up to something, but there's ought to be learned from the final days. I think it's best to play along, for now at least. Lazy way or... Yeah, screw it, lazy way. Lazy way! And opposite of that, this way, and to left is a teleporter. I would actually try to do the other 4 side quests, but the story is getting good. Like really good right now, so I don't want to stop. Can't stop, won't stop. The architecture of this place is impressive, though more than a little confusing to navigate. It's too much to ask for clearly marked exits or a map, perhaps. What other knowledge do you suppose we can glean from the archives? Archives are right through this door, but it seems to be locked. I guess we'll have to go find whoever has the key. Growing away, enough. If not us to tell us the final foundation, you only say so. We can ill afford to be wasting time here, as we all know. Do you yourselves not tell us we must act quickly? Yes, we did, but the moon was to be a perfect paradise for the people of Etheris, and we're running out of time to make everything ready for their arrival. We hoped you see the wonders we have to offer, but you found nothing but faults and flaws in our work. Only one of you saw our potential, so you others must be kept here. Ah, so that's Living Way's game. Run us about in circles, and failing that, lock us away so we can't put the plan at risk. Everyone except Urianger. He understands what's at stake, what must be done. I fear you're misjudged us, Growing Way. Never have we decried the notion of using the moon as a means to escape. That said, my heart breaks at the thought of abandoning Etheris and her reflections to their doom. If there is a way to avert the foul days, I wish to find it. We all do. We may fail, but our efforts will never be at the expense of your plans. But why would you take that risk? There's no room for ifs and maybes now. The people of Etheris will escape here to the moon, they'll be safe, and we'll finally get to see all their happy, smiling faces. I'm sorry, but we can't let you leave. We just can't. Oh, that's their game. Oh no. What the hell? Do what you must, but try not to hurt them. I'll be back in a moment. Don't do anything rash while I'm gone. Oh no. Come on, Lopritz. You're so cute and adorable. If we dallied, they'll overwhelm us with sheer numbers. I say we knock these ones out, split up, and make our way to the exit. Agreed. Let's reconvene where Argos waits us outside. Oh, music changed. Oh no, come on. No, Lopritz, please. Carrot and ruin? Growing Way, no! I don't want to do it! I'm sorry, Growing Way! I'm sorry! You made me do this to your Growing Way! I'm sorry, Growing Way. Hurry to the exit. Must talk to Ishtola. Flopping way, wobbling way. And of course the best one. Do you know the way? Go, Butterfinger mouth, go! And we'll start. Come on. Argos, Argos, good boy. Are you a good boy? Yes, you're a good boy, Argos. There you are. Didn't Rotwell do it too bad, did you? Good, you're here. Must hurt to watch his palace. Fight Orion chair.
And what, pray tell, do we seek at the Watcher's Palace?
Oh, come off it, friend. You know full well why we're here. The time has come for you to return to Atheris and help your brethren prepare for their journey here and beyond.
Forgive me, Living Way, but I cannot in good conscience proceed with this plan.
Huh? But what about the final days? The death and the doom? Oh, we have to hurry before it's too late.
Your unflagging commitment to your duty is endearing, to say the least.
Oh, bugger!
Oh.
Be at ease. They bear you no grudge, nor do I. How could we, having come to understand your purpose? For millennia, you and yours worked tirelessly towards the singular purpose of this heavenly vessel's construction. An arduous feat by any measure. It is clear you have spared no effort. Why, your very names are a testament to your dedication.
Our names? I'm
Oh.
not sure I understand what you're getting at.
Names are an expression of the self, a declaration of one's hopes and aspirations. Your use of contemporary, uncomplicated nomenclature doth ensure clarity of purpose. There can be no doubt that your love for the people of Atheris is boundless and pure.
Yes! Yes! A most mellifluous reason.
Of course, only he can talk to them. Singing way!
That shining, shimmering blue jewel, brightest star in the sky, brimming with life and possibilities. For as long as I can remember, I've toiled in anticipation of the day when this vessel might be needed. All I've ever wanted was to meet those she cherished so dearly, to serve and serve well. That goes
Let's-
for all of us. Don't you see? So help us. Help us help them. Lead them here where we can keep them safe. If there's anything wrong with what we've built, we'll fix it. We'll make it right.
Oh, they're in pain. I just want to hug each and every one of them.
Your works want not for repair. Yet there remaineth much for you to learn of men and your own kin besides. Singing Way, thy name bespeaketh more than the simple marriage of rhythm and rhyme. The songs of Aetheris are beyond counting and span the length and breadth of emotion. Maps are monuments to man's pioneering spirit and his devotion to charting the furthest reaches of our star. Many have devoted their lifetimes to exploratory pursuits, to venture unto the highest mountains and the deepest oceans in search of unknown frontiers. And thou, my friend, I do not think we've met.
My name is Puddingway.
Puddingway!
Puddingway? Yes, indeed. A name of deep and abiding significance, I'm sure. But one perhaps better communicated through delicious deeds than tasteless words. A judicious application of fey magics at a later juncture may be appropriate. And living way. 'Tis no easy feat to convey the significance of time. When I was a bookish boy, a dear friend of mine was fond of peppering me with questions as I read, to my occasional annoyance. One day, I posed to her a question of mine own. What does it mean to live?
Aww, he means Moonbreeder.
After much contemplation, she proffered this answer. The anticipation of a half-read story's conclusion. The hope today's mistake may serve as tomorrow's lesson. The wish that a new acquaintance may one day call thee friend. She believed it to be all these moments and more.
I want to understand, but
I, too, still labor to find mine own answer. 'Twould be my pleasure to assist you and yours in embarking on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. For thee.
Ink.
Ink as blue as the waters of Aetheris. Made in haste, though I assure thee, the quality has not suffered for it. The people need not be persuaded by honeyed words. Nay, I have faith they shall do what is right in due course. Until they do, I beg your patience, friends. And with that ink, let us fill the empty pages of Living Way's compendium. An open exchange of ideas will surely afford you all a better understanding of modern man, and with it, ideas for improvements and renovations. But more importantly, it shall empower us to together find a way forward.
I hope you're right. Thank you for this lovely gift.
Aww.
There you have it. I shall remain with the Loporrits to ensure that all is in order.
You're still running away.
Though we must needs prepare for every eventuality, you would all agree that the evacuation of our star is a last resort. To accept failure is to accept the demise not only of our star, but that of Reen's, of all reflections, and the souls that call them home. Which is why I have every faith that you shall fight to the last, that such drastic measures may prove unnecessary.
Should the worst come to the worst, and I pray deeply that it won't, I'll take comfort in knowing preparations were made under your watchful eye.
Aye, thou mayest be assured that if calamity cometh, not a soul will be left behind, if being the operative term.
Hmm. That flower. How came it into your possession? How very like her. Guided by its light, you may come to know her true intentions. Intentions which remain a mystery even to us. In our time, we called it Elpis. You would do well to remember the name. Elpis.
I hate to interrupt, but I feel like I need to make amends for all the secrecy.
Think nothing of it. We haven't been the most gracious of guests. Do convey our apologies to Growingway and the others.
But of course! And when next we welcome more guests from Atheris, we'll have learned to be much more hospitable hosts. Oh, and circling back to the matter of inappropriate secrecy, we ought to discuss our benefactors.
Yes, please do. Tell us about Charlian and the forum.
Agreed. The Charlian Forum, yes?
I never.
What? How did you know?
Yes, Charlotte, how did you know?
The more I heard, the more obvious it became. The forum's aims align closely with those of your anonymous patrons. A telling coincidence would be an understatement. Though had we not taken it upon ourselves to peruse certain restricted tones in Labyrinthos, we might still be unaware of their plans. But let us continue this discussion upon our return. I dare say we have kept Alphino and the others waiting long enough.
Finally, we get to shove it in their face that we know. Come on! I want to shove that information all in their smug faces. You're not so special anymore. You're not so special anymore. Ha ha. Twas a relief to see Living Way was pleased with my gift of ink. To serve and serve well, though their knowledge may be lacking, their boundless love is a blessing without peer. It will be no task to prepare them for what they must needs be done, but gladly do I embrace this duty, even if darkness necessitate that we part ways for a time. Forgive me for my absence, but I have the utmost faith in you and all our fellow songhounds when next I return to Atheris. I pray I find you all in good health and good spirits. Yay! I just need to do 4 quests and we can finally fly. But not yet. Crossing the chasm, I fear something was amiss. But all is well. More importantly, I've been given the opportunity to behold a wonderful sight. Keep the Elpis close, and its light will be your guide. That's what Highland said. With the Loprits in Eurasia's capable hands, we needn't worry about affairs here in our absence. Knowing the face of their earthly collaborators, there is much to discuss with Alphino and the others. Let's turn to Tower Babel. Our battle with for the star will soon begin in earnest, and we must be prepared. So they did get control of the Tower Babel. Almost there. Almost there. Once I'll do the other 4 quests for the Aether Currents after this. I said to another gate. Yeah, after the stream ends, and we can start flying or higher at the moon. Hey, Tower Babel. I forget how cold it was here in Garlemald. A testament to Loprits and Junie that I felt no such discomfort at the moon. gods, I can still believe we went to the moon and back. But we'll have time to reflect on that later. Right now, we need to head back to Camp Looking Glass and deliver the thoroughly detailed report to Lucia. I have to very much know how everyone's getting on here as well. They only just begun to treat the temporary prisoners when we left. I share your curiosity, but warning our allies of the final days is of greater importance. I speak not only to the current of the contingent, of course. The head of state of every nation must know what we have learned. We know not when or where is the matter of the final days will begin to manifest, and we so see that everyone's prepared. Agreed. Though we may wish to stress the importance of discretion, lest the public be sent into a panic. Not that everyone is in position or of responsibility should need to be told as much, but it bears repeating. Anyway, first things first, to Camp Broken Glass. I'm gonna wear my coat. I don't know about you guys, but I'm wearing my coat. Hold on. I think. Oh no. Cast Glamour. Boop. 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 Thank you, Tataru. Exit the ground vault. Oh. And the Insolidium. Let's go to Camp Broken Glass. 70? I could pay that. Also, you notice that all the sacrifices here are all done now. That was all used to level up my my ninja. Maxima, Lucia. Lucia, we have news. The world's ending. It's good to see you all again. No worse for your lunar adventure, I hope. We've done what we can for now, and believe me, we intend to tell you all about it. But before we do, might you tell us what become of Garlemald in our absence? We succeeded in subduing the temperate inside the Tower of Babel. We took many alive, but combined with those who were already in our custody, the number requiring care has grown exponentially. The inclement conditions we here have made it difficult, if not impossible, to treat them all here, so we have petitioned the aid of the allied nations. Some are understandably hesitant to proffer assistance, particularly those that were but recently subjected to imperial occupation. That said, several others have agreed to grant them refuge for treatment. With the assistance of your fellow Scions, we endeavor to see them safely transported and subsequently cured for their tempering. With all that tempered relocated? No, not all, no. We have sufficient shelter to attend. We have sufficient self-shelter to attend to those whose treatment has begun, and enough healers have volunteered to remain until their patients have recovered. Julius is one such patient, though. He is not yet fit to receive visitors. Truth be told, it was a miracle he and those in his company were not harmed in the chaos. If not for Alphonal and Alizé's timely assistance, I dare say none of them would be with us today. In recent developments, have the Alliance leaders come to any decisions regarding Garlemald? Given the tremendous ramifications of what has happened here, it will take time to determine what must be done. In the meantime, they intend to work with the Eastern Alliance to keep a close watch over the provinces. We have other news to share. Shortly after Anima was defeated, we received reports of each and every tower has vanished. For mercy, the process was apparently not quite as violent as that you experienced in Thavnair, Those were trapped within them have been rescued and are receiving treatment. To hasten this endeavor, the beast tribes have received instruction in the magics needed to cure tempering. Master Matoya is no doubt thrilled the Mother Porksy affords her so many visitors. Yes, we are grateful for ongoing efforts as well as those of our comrades near and far. As for the contingent, several of our members have been granted leave to return to their homelands after the transfer of temperate has been completed. Lucia and I will remain, along with a small force, to continue offering aid to those here in Garlemald. The Empire may be no more, but there are yet those who call these lands home. I believe that accounts for recent events here, so what of the moon and the Telforoi? Well, Van Daniel's dead. Xenos is MIA. Oh yeah, also Zordrak's dead. And the world's gonna end. The final days. Gods, I pray your victory will mark the end of our troubles. There is still much we do not know, but the Alliance leaders must be told. Would you be willing to contact them in our stead? Yes, of course, I'll send word forthwith. We will also release your fellow Scions from their present duties, that they may return to Charlian. Your energies are better spent finding a means to avert the coming apocalypse. Speaking of your fellow Scions, you'll be happy to hear that Mistress Crow, though still on the mend, have been moved to the Baldician Annex and given into Tataru's care. Thank you. I look forward to seeing them both upon our return. Let's be on our way then. One last thing, if I may. After a conversation with Zodiark, you said Xenos took his leave, and in all likelihood he has returned here to Garlemald. I'll mind to dispatch scouts to try and ascertain his whereabouts, but first wish to ask if you believe there is a merit in doing so. If you're expecting a trail of destruction to follow, you won't find one. If they found him, they will not likely. They will not likely live to tell the tale. I suppose you're right. To dispatch good soldiers in pursuit of such a beast would be to send them to their deaths. Pray forget I entertained the notion. While on the subject of Xenos, the 10th Legion has made an official proclamation. They denounced the Crown Prince and condemned his role in the Empire's downfall. His very title has become a source of shame among his former subjects, and his continued use serves only to hinder relations with foreign nations. For this reason, he has been declared as Xenos Viator Galvis, outcast and enemy of Garlemald. Van Daniel's no more, and now his own people turn against him. It seems he's not but his bloodlust to keep him company. Better that than an army to see it sated. At any rate, I will not keep you longer. I pray you safe passage back to Charlian. Growl, hope you're okay. To old Charlian we go. First and foremost, though, cast glamour, remove. Yep. Come on, do it, do it. Almost there. Come on, you can do it. That's a lag. 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 Almost there. There we go. Come on. There we go. Not much of a difference, so... Alright, to the Baltic Axe we go! Come on, Borum! Crow, you're okay! Dataru! It's good to see you and free of the... Please, I take it? Pleased to know that everything's getting in order since you've been away. I've been not usual nicknames with me back home. But no sooner had they arrived to full health and you on the moon. Crow, you okay? Welcome back. We were so terribly worried about you. Though it's plain I have caused my own fair share of worry, and for that I apologize. Hydan called to me that day when you entered the Tower of Babel. Her pleas were faint but desperate, and I knew at once she required a vessel to carry out her will. For what came after feels like a dream barely remembered, my body flowing through the life stream toward Golemald. When I regained consciousness, I was all aches, frostbite, exhausted of aether, so exhausted in fact, I could only laugh, for it was in that moment I understood Raha's awareness from the Tower of Zot. What that I could laugh at a time like this, though we prevented Zodiac from being unleashed upon the world. I'm curious to know what else took place here on the moon. Ah, perhaps we should wait for the others to join us before giving our account. Let's reconvene in the main hall once they arrived. Yes. Wait for everyone to arrive. Everyone's here! Yay! Sorry I have to keep you all waiting. Not at all. We understand you've been quite busy. Well, are you be joining us? Duty keeps him away, I'm afraid, though. And he can explain why better. So, yeah, the moon, Loprits, Zodiac, blah blah, Final Days, I'm sorry, Zodiac's dead. Loprits, or you're just staying there. Also, the forum is working with Loprits. The final days, as before Amarot. As we are to escape via the moon, one of the source as reflections. I have no intention of standing by while the world falls to ruin, so how do we stop this? Unfortunately, we have no answer at present. If the celestial currents have grown stagnant, as was the case in the time of Amarot, the solution will be to alter the flow of aether throughout the entirety of the star. The Aegis accomplished this by summoning Zodiac, sacrificing half the star's population in doing so, but it should go without saying that such a sacrifice cannot be repeated. Which leaves us with the daunting task of identifying the underlying catalyst for the final days, a fate which even the Amarotians could not accomplish. Unfortunately, we found no clues in Mare Lamentorum. There's still much we do not know about the catastrophe itself, let alone what may have caused it. The final days were marked by the corruption of the Amarotians' creation magics, but we command no such power, which invites the question, what havoc is in store for us? If we knew that much, perhaps we could draw some parallel with the events of the past, and thereby form some semblance of a plan. Perhaps we should start with the forum, then. Having worked with the Loprits in secret all this time, there is surely more they can tell us. Forget the impression, but I have urgent news. The forum is holding a public assembly in the plaza outside, some sort of announcement. What's father up to now? There's only one way to find out. Ah, shite.
Order! Order, I say! I thank you all for gathering here on such short notice. This day we must speak of grave affairs and their implications for the future of Charlian, nay, of this very star. Said affairs concern all citizens, and so we have called for a public assembly. You may have heard rumors of the Telophoroi and the havoc these madmen wreak abroad. Under normal circumstances, we would pay little heed to petty disturbances outside our borders. The final days, however, are another matter altogether. For we dare not ignore these prophetic words of Eld. The Endbearers will come, ushering chaos and calamity. The final days descend and devour the very star.
I've never heard this prophecy.
Is it true? Will all that really happen?
Calm yourselves. The time has come to speak of the Forum's most sacred duties. But first...
Mm-hmm.
Give voice to the voiceless. Let bindings be unbound. By unanimous decree, I declare the enchantment broken.
Everyone in the forums can now talk about the final days.
Master Leveilleur, if you would.
Very well. "270 years ago, our forebears began an expedition in the Dravanian hinterlands, in search of a route to access the ethereal sea. This much is public knowledge. Their findings, however, would become the Forum's most closely guarded secret. What those researchers discovered in the hinterlands was not a passage unto the ethereal sea, but the very heart of our star, and Hydaelyn herself. She spoke to them of a calamity that would extinguish all life, and of a means by which we might be spared. The moon. 'Tis in truth a gargantuan vessel built to serve as sanctuary for her children and deliver them from this doom. Much like Nunkref's hope in ages past, it will bear the people of a world in the throes of death to a new home.
Needless to say, this will be no small undertaking. To facilitate the great work,
The Forum has maintained close contact with the servants of Hydaelyn, who presently reside on the moon. Convinced that the foretold end was all but inevitable, we began amassing a wealth of knowledge. Not merely for the betterment of our nation, but in preparation for the journey to come.
You selfish bastards.
You reveal this to us now? By the gods, how long do we have?
While we cannot say with certainty, we believe the hour to be nigh. We received a transmission from the moon suggesting as much not long ago. Which is why we must in earnest begin preparations for the Great Exodus. For his impressive contributions and the leadership he demonstrated during our withdrawal from Dravania, we have elected Master Leveilleur to oversee this initiative.
Fellow scribes and scholars, my countrymen, we face a threat of unprecedented scale. We must challenge the trials before us with composure and conviction if we are to find salvation. The wisdom of Sharlayan has ever been a shining beacon in the darkness, and so it shall continue to be. It is our solemn charge to see our heritage preserved for future generations. For those who will come after, we will brave a new frontier.
Administrative edicts will be relayed to all major institutions ere long. In the meantime, carry on with your duties. With that, I hereby call this assembly to a close.
Selfish, uptight pricks.
Do you remember what Mother told us when we visited home? That it wasn't until after we were born that Father seemed to lose himself in his work. If that great work of his was the evacuation of this star, then...
Yes. It wasn't for his benefit. Would you mind waiting here a moment? I wish to speak with Father before we leave.
Take your time.
Thank you. I shan't be long.
If it's all the same to you, I have a few choice words to share with Father as well.
So, come to call us cowards and bid us join your fruitless battle against the inevitable.
Nay, we do not object to the Forum's proposal. On the contrary, those who wish to flee have every right to do so. Urianger is cooperating with your associates on the moon to ensure that all is ready should evacuation be our only recourse.
Then whatever your business, I suggest you be brief.
Though we cannot boast the boundless wisdom of Sharlayan, we have first-hand knowledge of foreign cultures, and have conversed with no small number of peoples. These experiences have taught us fundamental truths that cannot be recorded in any tome, nor charted on any map. The beating heart of this planet is its people, many of whom would give anything, even their lives, to protect the lands they love. Many may choose to join you in the end. But what of those unwilling or unable, for whom escape will never be an option? What would you have them do? To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, Father. It is indolence. This is why we choose to fight.
We'll not ask for your understanding, Father. Only that you don't turn a blind eye to the good we have done. That we can still do. We're not children in need of protection. Hold fast to your principles and let the world burn if it please. But we believe there is still another way. And if there is, we will find it. You see if we don't.
Do as you will. Just stay out of our way.
No.
Were he not so consumed with self-righteousness, he might tell you how proud he is of you both.
Bold words call for bold action, and there'll be no turning to your father should plans go awry.
As if I ever would. So long as there are those who wish to stay and fight for this star, we have to do what we can to help them.
And if we're to do that, we'll need to be well rested. Wouldn't you agree? And having triumphed over what we once thought to be the source of all evil, I can think of no one in greater need of at least a dozen winks.
Shall we then? To the annex. To prepare for tomorrow.
It's already morning. This way. Depending on the cutscenes and going inside the room, we might have to call it here. That's actually a good ending segue on not to call this. Cause oh god, that's good. And of course, Charlie, that was not satisfying. Charlie is still uptight pricks. I don't mind no escape. Hold on. I know no escape from the Isle of Val. The relationship I'm running in mission of relief. After why me? I ask myself, why me? Why us? Why now? Why wonder? There's no us afraid of the cosmic morality of the lack thereof. We're here and we'll get through this together. And who knows? Maybe luck will rub off, get everyone and no escape. There's no harm in praying it for as much. But that's enough for my babbling. I'm sure you've exhausted. Your chamber awaits. Yes. The moon. Ugh. I will not let that happen. Oh, damn it, no. Apparently, a lot of the communities it says that Graha, Tia, and Alizé are the more canon ones. I'll go with Alizé. 'Cause, oh god, that's good. I will not let that happen. Oh, damn it, no. Apparently, a lot of the communities it says that Graha, Tia, and Alizé are the more canon ones. I'll go with Alizé. 'Cause, oh god, that's good. I will not let that happen. I've been liking her growth ever since Aurora were born.
Craving a midnight snack, were you? I did consider bringing a few sweets, but decided this wasn't an appropriate occasion.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't sleep. Had a few things on my mind. I know it's late, so I'll try not to talk your ear off. It's Xenos. I keep thinking back to Garlemald when he'd taken control of your body. An altogether terrifying experience, to say the least. And one that served as a harsh reminder. No one, no matter how strong or quick or clever, is invincible. Not even you. And as much as it might seem at times that you are, one misstep, one mistake, and that's that. Which is why, even though I know you've heard it 1,000 times before, I'm going to tell you to take better care of yourself. Because you really, really should. It goes without saying that we're all committed to this fight. But that doesn't mean that we need to throw our lives away. You know how I feel about noble sacrifices. Right, that's settled. We'll be keeping the acts of gratuitous bravado to a minimum. When I looked Father in the eye and swore we'd find a way to avert this tragedy, it wasn't a promise just for him. It was a promise for you, too.
Oh, Heidelin? Any words for me? No? Alright then. A short while earlier, in the Aluminium Quarter. Oh no. Earlier. Hey, there's a familiar red mage.
Thank the gods that tower is gone. The sight of it was enough to make me sick.
Thank the Ilsebar contingent, more like. Word is, they fought their way into Garlemald and toppled the bloody thing themselves. Not just the one, neither. All the towers have up and vanished.
Aye, I heard the same. Commander Aldin and his troops helped keep casualties to a minimum, too. But is it true they brought back tempered Garlean soldiers?
As Commander Aldin tells it, they've a treatment for that now. But don't you worry. Cured or not, they've no plans to bring them into the city proper.
I see. Well, that's a relief then. I know we've brothers and sisters among the lot, but I can't say I'm eager to welcome them home.
Don't we brothers and sisters a lot? What?
Wanted to think about it for a while yet. They're to be looked after in Elegana for the time being.
Oh no. Well, guard. It's okay, right? Right? Oh! Hey! Sigurd!
importance. Well, what have we here? Hey, are you all right?
Please just be drunk.
Was that? No. The shadows play tricks, nothing more.
That's right, Arendelle. Just walk away. Walk away.
The towers are gone, and the Garlean threat is abated. Yet, why does it feel as though it's about to get much, much worse?
Knowing Final Fantasy, it will. Oh no. Oh no. Razalhan, what's happening? Oh no. What's happening? What's happening? Come on, up here, up here, up here, up here. I know I want to stop, but again, the story is hooking me up for more, hooking me in more and more. I need to find a good stopping point. A good stopping point. Tataru? Oh, what the? Why is it locked? Why is it locked? 85. Oh. I guess that is a good stopping point, because my paladin is not high leveled yet. Well, anyway, we'll stop it right there. You can find me here at twitch.tv/KishanSakura. Find me on YouTube on KishanSakura. Find me on Twitter on Kishan_Sakura. Let's support my channel, all my endeavors. Go ahead and click on my mask. It'll help me so very, very much. Like the channel want to do, go ahead and please give me a follow. I have a goal to set, and hopefully I can get to it by the end of the year. If not, we'll continue trying. Anyway, thank you guys for coming. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.